This is not a Hilux Hospital, this is a Prado Hospital. What is going on here? Look guys, I want to say this is going to be, end up being disappointing for the owner, but this vehicle is absolutely hammered. Supposedly travelled less than 150,000 Ks. Typical sort of mine spec vehicle. It's had a lot of work done to it. I've seen cars, Prados, Hiluxes in better condition at 400,000 kilometres. Okay, I'm just going to point a few things out. I'm not going to point out everything. I'm going to show you. You can see it for yourself, right? It's what it is. A bit unfortunate. This is the sort of vehicle I would say not to buy. It's got that much rock sandblasting. It's obviously been filthy. It's been cleaned. I mean, it looks like it's done. I mean, looking at that, look at that. I mean, it looks like it's done a gazillion kilometres, right? I see cars 200, 300, 400,000 Ks and I don't see any of these old oil stain type mess, whatever. So, yeah, it's obviously had some drive shafts put in it. You can see some drive shafts this side. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Let's give it a spin in here if it makes any binding up noises. Here, genuine doesn't make noises like that. Anyway, aftermarket stuff, good luck with that. Right, just having a look around. It looks like, has it had some lower arms in it, or are they just clean? I don't know, maybe. Alright, let's have a look. Let's spin around. Oh my god, look at that steering rack. Someone's done something with that. It's got gaping holes in it. Hose clamps. Over this side, hose clamps as well. See what I mean? It's been worked on, but geez, look at this drive shaft over here, and they've cut it on an angle like a razor blade. Have a look at that. Holy, so you got to watch these mine spec vehicles, right? I've got to tell you, I talk to guys that work in the mines, in the workshops and that do a bit of maintenance, and they say these vehicles get absolutely hammered. And I'm sure there's a few people having a giggle. When they on their time off, what else you do? You're bored, you take the company cars out and do jumps and all sorts of things apparently. But look, it's got a new radiator in it, but El Cheapo something or other brand. You can just have a look at that condenser, the kind of staining. So let's go a bit further down the vehicle. We haven't even got past the front yet. Now, this is a later one, guys. This isn't an old 07 Hilux. This is like a 2014 Hilux, right? It's got the A750F 5-speed auto in it, right? Like what the 5-speed, the Prados has got in it. I've never seen a pan this sandblasted, right? Normally they're black. See all this? It's through to the paint, the silver. You can see the rust starting, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure, I think that's from driving, or unless they've sandblasted to clean it, but the direction it is, it must be from driving, but it's just bizarre. I mean, look, on the cross member, right? On the catalytic converter, underneath this section's quite clean, so it's obviously had a big clean-up. You can see where it's had the red staining on the white sort of body deaden insulation joiner crap. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a bloody body shop, but look at the fuel cooler. That's hammered as well, Not a big deal, I suppose. Quite untidy. So not ideal, unfortunately. It is the truth. A lot of surface rust. This, I mean, wow, it's just untidy. I've seen better 07s, that's for sure. Let's get down the back and see what we can find down there. What do we got here? So yeah, it looks like wheel cylinders have been changed. That looks a bit shiny, doesn't look original. Obviously some suspension's been put in it, Right, whatever. I didn't worry about the zip ties at the bottom either, whatever. Okay, and that's okay if they stay on. Some clips and clamps not in place up there. What's going on up here? Things flapping around. Look at this. Nasty. And we've got some extra wiring coming down here, or look at this, just hanging around. Sorry about the light there, but it's probably hard to show you this, but these, some people are going, oh yeah, well you see that all the time, that's down. I don't know where the spare is, but anyway, we see that all the time. Look, makes me feel sick. This is a Prado Hospital, not a Hilux Hospital, and hey, not all Hiluxes are like this, but obviously they put a new tray on it because that's going to look a lot better than whatever was on there before. Part of the selling, the fix up for selling. Got some wires dangling just here. right? You know, just sort of just hanging there, and where do they go? They kind of go, you know, up over the fuel tank in between the. Oh, it's just what a mess, you know. It's just a real mess. It's quite off-putting. I just wanted to show you, you know, beware what vehicles you buy. Careful if it's a white Hilux and it's cheap, because and quite often they'll look shiny and new. They clean them up, they give them a bit of paint, put a nice shiny new bull bar on and a winch and a lift kit, and that's, you can see that's kind of what's happened here. Obviously we're doing a service and the big front engine job, so it's going to start improving from here, but there's some quite clean areas, so it's either had a little bit of work done and a bit of cleaning. There's a bit more work to be done, obviously. Look at this side of the diff, looks quite clean. Obviously it got hit with degreaser, and maybe that's the sandblasting or something going on there. I'm not too sure, you know. It's all a bit messy. Plenty of brake pads is the good news. There's plenty of brakes there. Looks like a bit of grease there, so we'll have to check if that's coming out of those aftermarket shafts or if it was from a previous split. Plenty of brake pads here as well. We'll have to check out those rear. Look, I mean, look at the bottom of the turbo. It's like a mud cake on the outside, you know. You missed that part, boys, when you did your cleanup. So you can see the transmission pan. You can see the mud corner here that got missed, right? But then from there on, it's clean, and around this side, it's clean, you know. So I'm just not sure if this sandblasting, I couldn't imagine how it would get to their driving, but yeah, it certainly looks like that. So I don't know if it's been cleaned, sandblast clean, if you know what I mean. There's some really clean spots going on. There's definitely been a lot of cleaning going on. Look, guys, just beware what to look for. I mean, what you're looking for is a lot of surface rust. Something that you stick your head under and look at this, and you see wiring just sort of hanging around, you know. We can probably put that clip back in and do that up. That could be helpful, but we'll get to that. It's untidy, mate. You know, a couple extra wires, but if you see a lot of surface rust, this is not what these cars look like. You know, I don't know when the last time that was lubed. That joint looks so dry. That's ridiculous. Yeah, not ideal at all. Hope it was a good price. What else can I show you? So, you know, they put the heavy duty size. You can see it's obviously from driving, because you can see the sandblasting all the way along there, that rust colour. You know, it's not right up the front. It starts from about there. You can see the little bit of a rework on the bracket there. Yeah, same thing at this side. It's been hammered, you know, this vehicle has been absolutely hammered. The side steps were taken off. The nice flash U-Butte, whatever they are, were added on to make it all look, you know, this is how you sell the vehicle. You put fancy wheels and tyres, a tray, a bull bar, and a winch, and everyone, all the young guys are happy. Bang, another Hilux sold. You can see here, even, this is all a bit banged up as well. It's not how that's meant to be, you know, kind of no big deal. Look, no big deal. It is what it is, but guys, watch out for the white Hiluxes that look nice on top, and then you stick your head underneath and you start seeing wires hanging around and rust and stuff. Get your head down underneath, look up at the turbo. That is just caked. Like I said, it's like a mud cake, soot cake. So this vehicle's going to have a bit of a list of things on it that need doing, and a big question mark there. It's kind of like, well, you know, where does it end, you know? So I suppose it's something you just got to slowly work through. I think those lower control arms have been replaced. They look that all looks too clean. It doesn't suit the vehicle. I'm pretty confident that those, yeah, look at that. It's all nice and shiny clean there. I think I said that earlier in the video, looking at this side here. And yeah, so confirmed looking at the two newer lower control arms. Maybe those tie rod ends. No, they're just a bit clean. So new lower arms, new suspension, some wheels and tyres. Look at that mess there. It's shocking, isn't it? Some drive shafts got put in. This side looks all right. Some funny noises, but this side doesn't look too good, as we pointed out on either of the boots, really. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. This is not a Prado. This is a Hilux. This is a Prado Hospital. Get it out of here. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you got something out of that and you learned what to watch out for when looking to purchase a Prado Hilux or any vehicle for that matter, beware of those ex-mine vehicles. They're going to be worth no more than about half of a well looked after vehicle, and there's going to be some money to spend and a lot of question marks for the life of the vehicle. If you haven't already subscribed, turn that bell on, and I'll be looking in the comments. Let us know if you got shafted with a mine vehicle and you didn't realise at the time. Maybe you were in interstate and brought it from, I don't know, WA or something like that. A lot of these come from over that way, and people do that. Just watch out for those white Hiluxes. Bada bing, bada boom. We're out here. See you guys.